that our flag was.
When somebody disrespects our flag, get that son of a bitch off the field.
And also show her support, I guess, with Colin Kaepernick during the national anthem.
Fox News ran this headline: U.S. soccer star Megan Rapinoe stays true to her word, doesn't sing national anthem, since the women's team is always comped to the men's. How about the NFL? Fox News hates Colin Kaepernick and despises Megan Rapinoe, the same network that mispronounces her name.
U.S. women's soccer star Megan Rapinoe.
What's her name?
Megan Rapinoe.
Fox can't justify what's worth fighting for.
Get off your high horse.
There's a reason she knelt previously.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out.
And a reason she doesn't sing now.
That's a total disrespect of our heritage. That's a total disrespect of everything that we stand for.
The women's national team is fighting for equal pay. Just ponder this. In April 2016, following the Women's World Cup win, the New York Times found the women's team generated $23 million in revenue, $6.6 million in profits, eclipsing revenue and profits generated by the men's team in that same period. Furthermore, U.S. soccer is sitting on a budget surplus of at least $150 million, so theoretically money is there if the federation wants to pay the women on equal terms with the men. The team has won 3 World Cups, 4 Olympic golds. The women's national team are, by a considerable margin, the most successful team in the history of women's soccer, but they're not represented as such financially. The gap between men and women is obscene. The bonus gap is obscene. The men could lose every one of their games in a given year and make nearly as much as the women would if they won every match. If a country oppressed you but wanted you to,
shut up and dribble,
would you take no action? If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor, posted Chuck D. The NWSL, most competitive women's league in the world, pays $16,538 a minimum salary, just slightly above the federal poverty line for a single adult.
Shut up and dribble.
Recently, Vice President and Hank Hill's padre, Mike Pence, prohibited American embassies from flying LGBTQ flags on their flagpoles to commemorate Pride Month. Pence, a supporter of gay conversion therapy, recently went for his routine gay preventative checkup. What a doll. Rapinoe would say this administration doesn't value all Americans equally, and a country plagued by atrocities, extreme poverty, homelessness, mass incarceration, discrimination against people of color, and police brutality. By the way, speaking of that flag, the rallying cry for the GOP and their cult-like base, recall Rapinoe's family served in the military. Her dad in Vietnam, her grandfather, a World War II vet, her mom's dad, a Korean War vet, suffered many injuries. She would say, quite honestly, being gay, I've stood with my hand over my heart during the national anthem and felt like I haven't had my liberties protected, so I can absolutely sympathize with that feeling. Could you blame her? Could you blame her for taking fault with an administration who never claims their own? Who wants to oppress black people in this country? Who wants to ban Muslims? Who wants to put kids in cages? A presidential candidate turned president, unfortunately, who put Neil Gorsuch, who is the most anti-LGBTQ judge on the bench, who wants to reverse Roe v. Wade. Could you sympathize with that? Megan Rapinoe is what that represents. She's the anti-Donald Trump. All she wants is LGBTQ people to have their own equal rights. And this country currently is not doing so. How would you feel if that were you? How would you feel if they made this proclamation that you are gay by choice and not how you were born? Would you continue to just stand by idly and just say, oh, well, it is what it is? No. You would fight for it. And that's exactly what she's doing.